Hey there guys, this is Kami 1000. It's a video I'm making to show you how to make a logo in Photoshop. That's right, it's a Photoshop tutorial, and I've learned a lot in Photoshop these past few months, and that was thanks to GFXforums.net. I'm gonna put the link of the forum in the description. You should definitely register there if you're a graphics design addict. Now let's get on with the tutorial. First of all, open up Photoshop, and this is what we are gonna be making. It looks kind of simple, but it's really interesting how to make it, and it's gonna help you a lot to mess up with vector shapes and stuff like that. So first of all, open up a new document. I'll make it 700 by 700. There we go. Now we're gonna fill with black. Once we've done that, change the foreground color to white and the background color to black, and make an elliptical shape. Make sure it's a circle. By holding shift while dragging, it'll make a full circle. Move it somewhere here, the center. Now we're gonna select the path selection tool right here. We're gonna select this shape. Make sure this is selected, and we're gonna copy. So edit copy, or Ctrl+C, Control C. There, and then paste. Once you've done that, hit Control T or go to edit transform path, free transform path, and then we're gonna make it 75% width and height. So that should be alright. Hit the check mark here. That's okay. Now, with this selected, make sure to select both of these. Then click this button right here with this tool selected. This button right here. Exclude overlapping shape areas. And voila, we create our first ring. We're done with the shapes now, at least with this shape. We're gonna duplicate it. Now transform again, holding shift and alt at the same time, and then dragging towards the center of the circle. There we go. Check mark, duplicate once more. That should be alright. Now we're gonna create the teeth, or whatever you're gonna call these things on the side. Let's get going. Create a new layer. But first of all, we're gonna apply the image just to make sure. Disable the background area, and then hit new layer, image, apply image, and there it is. We can disable these shapes and hit the background again, and voila, we have our shape in one layer, ready for editing further. Create a new layer, make a very small selection somewhere here, doesn't really matter, but very small. This is gonna be our tooth, so be a little careful not to select a lot. That should be okay. Now we're gonna hit Alt and backspace so we can fill this with white. Now a good trick to line up the ring and this tooth all together really quickly is hit Control and click on this layer and then in here in the move tool, click this right here, this button right here. It will align them. See, they're very well aligned. Now we're gonna deselect this, not needed anymore, and we're gonna select the move tool and hold down. Sorry, we're gonna select one layer again and then hold down till you got that tooth shape, kind of. That should be alright. Now we're going to name this tooth just to make it easier for us. That's right. Duplicate this layer. Then we're gonna move it down. Hold shift to make it a little faster. That should be equal. Make sure this stands out equally so you make it as perfect as possible. Let's see, that should be the best for me. Now we're gonna merge down. Right click, merge down with the below tooth layer. We're gonna duplicate it again, and then we're gonna go to edit, transform, rotate 90 degrees. It doesn't matter which way, just rotate, and voila. Merge down again, duplicate once more. Now edit, free transform, and rotate while holding shift so you can have it equal. That should be alright. Okay, there it is. We created a part of our gear shaped logo. We're gonna merge down again, and then this tooth layer we're gonna duplicate it once more. Now we're gonna transform it, and then while holding Alt and Shift, drag towards the center till teeth show up. That should be pretty much okay. Okay, that's alright. Now we're gonna apply the transformation. Then while holding Control, click on the icon of our copied tooth layer, and it should load the selection of all the teeth copied. Now, after we've done this, make this layer invisible. Click on the gear layer and then hit delete, and that should be better. If you find that the teeth are just too small, redo this step while transforming, Alt and Shift, and then move a bit more here. I'm gonna redo it since I sized down a bit too much. So load selection once more, Control click, and disable visibility, and then delete right here. Okay, that should be enough. That looks good. So that's our new gear. It should be okay right now. We're gonna merge down the tooth and this, and we're gonna name it something like whatever you want. I'm gonna name it gear. That's alright. This should be better. Now move down this invisible layer here, and we're gonna mess with the blending options of this layer. So we'll try different styles. First we're gonna add a pattern. Select the best pattern to you. Make sure to scale right. I'll make it about 20%. Let's choose something good. This should be okay. Then we're gonna add bevel and emboss. I think we should make this angle down, so something about minus 73, 72 degrees. Make this about 40, 45 should do it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Take this all the way down to 1 pixel and make the depth maximum. Change this to chisel hard. That's better. Choose a gradient overlay. Wait, I got a gradient sorted out here. It was kinda hard to get, so let's see. Yeah, it was about black, gray, kind of a metal gradient. So I'm gonna copy that over, because like I'm not gonna mess with it again. So I'm gonna just copy that onto the gear, paste. So that should be okay now. Now make the pattern overlay. See, that should be better. Much better. Now make a color overlay. I chose the color E7, E5, D2. That should be the right color to make it look as good as possible. That should be it. And hit OK. Enable bevel and emboss again. So that should be it. We've made our gear. If you want, you can also add text. That's what I did to mine right here. Choose any font you like. Mostly a squarish font. I'm gonna choose font. It's a font called font. Try any size that seems okay. And I'm just gonna type GQ for GundamQuatro, which is my username on GFX forums. In this case, put it here in the center. And to make it look as well as possible, we're going to right-click this layer, click the layer of a gear, copy layer style, click back on the font layer, and click paste layer style, so you can get basically the style of this gear. So that should be it. You just made this gear. It looks nice, it's simple, and I think it looks pretty good. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe to GFX Forums channel, and also to my channel, Coming 1000. Goodbye.